this PowerPoint, we're going to review characters and characterization. We learned earlier this year about character traits. Character traits are the aspects of a person's behavior or attitude that make up a person's personality. Character traits are all of the things that we would use to describe a person. If we would say they are loud, quiet, tall, short, skinny, large, anything we would use to describe them, we would usually say that that's a character trait. There are two types of character traits. There are physical character traits that describe the traits that we see. Again, tall, tan, blonde, muscular. And then there are traits that describe a person's personality. These are the things that describe how they behave or think or act towards people. If a person is bossy or nice, if they are kind or they are dishonest, these are their personality traits. When we are reading a story, when we're watching movies or television shows, we have a few different types of characters that really drive our stories. Two big character labels that we see a lot are going to be our protagonist and our antagonist. Every story is going to have these character types. The protagonist is going to be the main character. It's going to be who the story is about. The antagonist is somebody who opposes or goes against the main character, also known as the adversary. Now, what's tricky is sometimes people say, okay, the protagonist is the good guy and the antagonist is the bad guy. This isn't always true. Sometimes the protagonist is the bad guy. If you watch a movie like the Joker movie that recently came out, the main character, that Joker character, he's not really a good guy. He's not somebody that you're supposed to want to win. But he's the main character that makes him the protagonist, and the antagonist would be whoever opposes him. Likewise, if your protagonist is the bad guy, maybe your antagonist is the good guy. Or maybe there is no specific good guy or bad guy. When we're looking at who these characters are, we're talking about characterization, how a character is being described to us. You'll remember we look at this in two different ways. We have direct characterization, what the author is specifically telling us about the character's traits. If we know that a character is short and has brown hair, we don't have to guess those things. Those are things that we are being specifically told. Indirect characterization are things that we get clues about. Maybe the author doesn't specifically tell us that the character is short, but they tell us that she has trouble reaching the top shelf in her kitchen, or that she has to go get a step stool in order to get something from on top of a cabinet. They might not have used the word short, but by giving us some different illustrations, some different images, we can get a picture in our mind that this person is probably too short to reach things up high. So we have the idea that this character is short. If we look at our example on the side, we have a direct characterization here that Mike is a poor chap who lived in a small house. Chap just means guy, man. An indirect characterization would be saying, wealth never knocked on Mike's doors. The direct characterization specifically is telling us Mike is poor. He lives in a tiny house. He lives in a small house. The indirect characterization, we are assuming that if wealth, if money, has never knocked on Mike's door, has never come to visit him, well, the opposite of having a lot of money would be not having a lot of money, would be maybe being poor. So with indirect characterization, you are relying a lot more on making educated guesses or making those inferences. One of the ways we can do this is through a little saying called FAST. We use feelings, actions, sayings, and thoughts to figure out what the characterization is if it's not directly told us. So we're going to look at an example. It says, Anna volunteered to help Kylie clean her house. When Anna washed the mirrors, Kylie asked her if she used paper towels instead of newspapers. When Anna admitted that she had, Kylie asked her to redo them. Then, when Anna was sweeping, Kylie corrected her on her technique. Don't just push the dirt around, Anna. Sweep it, Kylie told Anna. So they don't specifically tell us Anna's character is like this and Kylie's character is like this, but they tell us enough about Kylie that we can get some ideas about who Kylie is as a character. So let's think. If Kylie is the character we're thinking about, what is she maybe feeling? What are the actions that she is showing us? What is she saying? What is she thinking? So then what kind of traits would we say that Kylie has? Okay, let's look at this together. So Kylie, she might be feeling kind of frustrated. She wants things done a certain way, but Anna is not doing them the way that she wants them done, even though she's trying to be helpful. Some actions we see, she's yelling at Anna. She keeps telling her to redo things. What is she telling her? She's telling her, do this again, redo it. Don't just push the dirt around, sweep it. Her thoughts, she's thinking that Anna isn't doing anything right. She's thinking that Anna's not being helpful if she's taking more time to do it. So what kind of traits would we say that Kylie has based on observing all of these things? We might say that Kylie is bossy. We might say that she's very particular, that she wants things done a very specific way. All right, guys, that's the end of our slideshow on characters and characterization.